a quick video to demonstrate the difference in durability between the coloring we use here in the shop versus what's easily found over the shelf at auto parts stores or auto body supply stores. We use SEM because it's out there, easy to get, easy to use, sold at most of those places. The coloring we use, a professional product, happens to be far more durable than anything found off the shelf, happens to be the most chemically resistant product on the market, and a lot of customers ask me what's the difference in coloring they can do themselves with something like this versus what we use here in the shop, and that's what we're going to demonstrate here today. These are 2 square pieces of ABS plastic. They were wet sanded with 600 grit sandpaper to make sure they were clean, and then we used an adhesion promoter on them. This is what we used. We're not promoting any products. Again, this is demonstrational purposes only. Adhesion promoter is used in hard plastics that may contain a waxy chemical known as paraffin. It helps open up the pores to that chemical for better adhesion on any coloring product. So we went ahead and prepped and sprayed these yesterday. It's been a little more than 24 hours to let them cure. We find it more than appropriate to let them cure. Any coloring out there for paint or whatever the coloring may be for any project out there is going to have a curing time. So it's only appropriate to let these cure before we do our durability tests. So let's get right to it. Colored with SEM. Colored with the professional coloring we use here in the shop. These are not meant to be a direct match color. We picked the SEM up off the shelf for something that's just similar to what we had here in the shop for our coloring. So we'll start with the SEM. Slightly glossy finish. Feels nothing wrong with how it feels. Product we use, more of a natural look. This would be more of an appearance that you would find OEM in a vehicle right off the factory line. Let's scratch this. Leaves some marks. Our product that we use. Very durable to scratches. Now, a very important thing that's just as equally as important as normal scratching and wear and tear is chemical resistance. A lot of cleaners out there, especially professional use cleaners for like detailers use, they contain a high amount of alcohol, and over time that will take this coloring from the SEM right off. 2 clean paper towels, 1 for each. And we're going to use just some basic alcohol for this. See, it's starting to come off. It's coming off pretty good. Yep, there we go. Over time, that's what's going to happen when you use off-the-shelf products. My other clean towel. Alcohol spray. Hard to see with the lighting. And yeah, it's getting wet from the alcohol. And it ain't coming off. And that's the difference in professional coloring products that we use here in the shop over what's sold off the shelf. Again, 2 clean pieces of plastic, both prepped the same way. Adhesion promoter was used. They've been curing for over 24 hours, which is appropriate because any coloring out there is going to have a curing time. No disrespect to any brands out there. We're not promoting anything. A very commonly used off-the-shelf product over the professional product that we use here in the shop for our any repair or product that we produce in here. Better appearance, better scratch durability, better chemical resistance.